Showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Army's offense will go to work first. Army ran all over Navy in the last meeting, the Cadets winning in a blowout.
Army really handled everything so great. All this that goes into this game, their stage, all the pageantry before, they handled it very businesslike, and they took care of Navy, and Navy has heard about it for 364.
Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from the 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So the Navy Midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles. Touchdown after touchdown, and this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Navy! And it feels good to land that doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Rides to back and leaves it. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game in the midst, blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were 2 of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Midshipman. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. And where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these 2 teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights off the defender. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Navy! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Now the pitch. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Navy offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. The give on the option. There he goes. Touchdown, Midshipman. Great job by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now on the option. He'll toss it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying, my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Gets the back moving. Runs through a tackle. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Motion from the back. They'll go to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The handoff to Johnson. Got the first down. Looking for more. Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it past the marker. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stat.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Brings up.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Slams it ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now,
looking for the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Midshipman. Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the Midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment. Obviously, only show in town. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead, Palmer.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
Sticks it in his belly. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes the Navy offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. The option look, finding open areas. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just
turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it all right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Give to the fullback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the left side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alma mater. The victors sing second, and that honor will go to the midshipmen. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.